Welcome to those of you just joining us. We're in the 6th inning. Nobody out. Jason Kipnis will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Here's a ball hit sharply toward the hole, and it's going to get on through. One pitch, and the leadoff man's aboard. It's a base hit.
Okay.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
In now, Brett Hayes. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's in the scoring position now on the wild pitch.
Pause, now the pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees, and you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
He waits, now the pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. Kipnis will take the turn and head for home. And that'll score the run from second as they open it up now to 6-1.
The third baseman, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
Turn 2 now, let's go.
Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. 6 runs, 11 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Comes set, now the pitch. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire.
Okay, pitch ya.
Here comes a 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Ramirez.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. He's set, now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. From the belt, kicks and deals. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The 0-2 once more. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Look at the stop. What a flip for 1. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
Oh, man, this would have been one heck of a double play if they just could turn it. Look at the quick reactions down there at third base. Then he pops up to his knees. He gets the throw off to second, but then that return throw comes in just a little too late to get them both. In my book, still a great play.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. There goes the runner. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Cleveland's out in front, 6-1. Sal Dahl will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Now here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the 6th.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he mistimes that swing, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Here he comes, 3-1. And that's in there on the hands, 3-2 now. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out, 1 away.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Moss will handle this one, and there are 2 away now. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Trevor Plouffe will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here it comes. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And here's Moss to make the catch, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. Carlos Santana will stand in, trying to change his evil ways here. He is hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And now a pitch on the way. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And this will be fouled away. Now another 0-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Michael Brantley will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Your attention, please. Now
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Brandon Moss will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of.
You have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
First pitch to him. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And this is hit weakly in fair territory up the line. But one's all they get as the run scores.
Well, it's pretty effective right there. Not only do you drive in a run on the ground ball, but you also move that other guy over to third base.
Nick Swisher will get a shot here as he'll look to pick up the second run of the inning now from third base. First offering on the way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it, but I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
Jason Kipnis will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
And here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now here's the pitch. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 twin error, and no one left. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities. The Indians on top, 8-1. Josmil Pinto will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Josmil Pt.2.
Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
That's down. Ball.
The next pitch. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now the 1-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Now another 1-2. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Standing in now, Eric Fryer, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's ready. Now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Here's the 1-1. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Under it is Bourne to make the play for the first out.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the runner will score from first.
Well, he just made a mistake right there. This pitch up in the zone. He's got to get this ball down and try to get the double play ball. Instead, he leaves the pitch up, and that's going to wind up scoring that runner all the way from first base.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th, as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Zach McAllister will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
McAllister.
Into the box, Pedro Florimon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 4th double here on the season. The 1-0 pitch. 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2. Two runs, 8 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Brian Dozier is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Fouled back. From the belt, the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Indians 8 and the Twins 2. Casey Fiend will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Brett Hayes will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game.
Catcher, Brett Hayes.
And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
And that is not good.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Ready with another 0-2. Fouled straight back. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Moving closer towards our conclusion now. 8-2 the count in this one, as our line score will give you a look at how we got to this point in the contest. Lonnie Chisenhall will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. First pitch coming. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
The 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. The 1-2 with 1 away. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Here's another 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Jose Ramirez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now the first pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And the pitch. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Fryer will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Joe Mauer will dig in, looking for hit number 3 in the ballgame.
First baseman, Joe Mauer.
Mark Zipchinski will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Zipchinski.
In the air to right center. Bourne is there, and that's not the way you want to start the bottom of the 8th. 1 pitch, 1 gone.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game, your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Sal Dahl will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Here it comes. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now the pitch. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch coming. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 1-0 on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Ready with the 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Just overmatched him there.
Two. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. The speedy Michael Bourne will start things out when we come back. It's the Indians 8 and the Twins 2. And there, in fact, is the speedy Mr. Bourne. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Now the first pitch. And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the ninth. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Man, he could flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Carlos Santana will stand in, and we'll see what they've got him doing here after the bunt single to start things out. Here's the first offering. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Fryer has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number one.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
Pause, now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. One out and a runner on second base. He waits, now the pitch. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Brandon Moss will stand in, and he's been a run-producing machine in this one with 5 RBIs. First pitch on the way. Now a ball lined towards center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Nick Swisher will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Indians lead it 9-2. Trevor Plouffe will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Brian Shaw will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. But this is foul for the first strike. The pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Here's the 1-2. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Again, a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Moss is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Pt.2 will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Now here's the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Fouled back. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. Pitch on the way. Cut fastball misses 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Here he comes on 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
In now, Eric Fryer. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. The 1-1. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have come in here and finished off a 3-game sweep as this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 9-2. So long from Minneapolis.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field on 3rd Avenue.
The weekend is almost here and some great series are ahead, but before we get there, we'll go back to Thursday's action to see how it shook out. Starting in the American League Central, the Indians paid visit to the Twins at Target Field in Minneapolis, and the Indians came away with a big-time victory. The final score was 9-2. Brandon Moss dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. Carlos Carrasco continued his incredible season, earning the victory on the mound, his 20th of the year. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Heading into today, the Twins sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers paid visit to the Trop to do battle with the Rays, and it was Detroit who was victorious. The score was 7-5. Torrey Hunter was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. Luke Puckonen pitched well enough to earn his first victory of the year. Right now, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're 2 games back. The Tigers sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. The Houston Astros took on the Bronx Bombers in the Big Apple, and it was the boys from the Bronx who were victorious. The score was 4-1. Richard Delgadillo was dominant on the bump, grabbing the victory with a complete game effort. As of today, the Yankees sit in 1st place in the American League East Division, 1 game ahead of 2nd. The Astros are in 4th place in the AL West, 18 games out of 1st. The Angels were in Boston to take on the Red Sox. The Red Sox came away with the win. The final was 6-3. Will Middlebrooks launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way. Justin Masterson earned the victory on the mound, his 8th of the season. At the moment, the Red Sox sit in last place in the American League East Division, 13 games out. The Angels are in last place in the AL West. They're 19.5 games out of first. The Diamondbacks paid a visit to the nation's capital to play the Nats, and Washington was the winner in extra innings. The final score was 3-2. Adam LaRoche turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. Looking at the standings, the Nationals are in 2nd place in the NL East, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Diamondbacks sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. They trail by 8.5 games. The Giants were in Chicago to take on the Cubs, and it was the Cubbies who came away victorious. The score was 3-1. Edwin Jackson earned the victory on the hill, tossing a complete game gem. Heading into today, the Cubs sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, 14.5 out of first. The Giants are in 4th place in the NL West, 10 games out of first. The Braves went up against the Reds in Cincinnati, and it was the Braves who came out on top. Final score was 4-2. Anthony Varvaro came out of the pen to earn the victory, his 9th on the season. As of today, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Braves are atop the National League East division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Padres paid visit to the City of Angels to take on the Dodgers, and in extra innings it was the Dodgers who celebrated on the field with a walk-off win. The final score was 7-6. Carl Crawford was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. Right now, the Dodgers are atop the NL West. They have a 3-game cushion. The Padres are at the bottom of the division, 14